Alright, we're going to take a look at a few different ways to test an IGBT brick. First way is going to be with a battery and a lamp. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Light that battery up, Ryan. Or light the lamp up with the battery. So we've got a 12 volt battery here. What we're going to do, here's a circuit diagram of the IGBT. What we're going to do is we're going to hook the negative up to the emitter, which is, we're going to go E1, terminal 1. So go ahead, you've got your jumper on number 1, Ryan. Hook it to negative of the battery. Okay, positive's wired up through the lamp, from the battery through the lamp to terminal 3, which on our diagram, that's the collector C1. So right now, our lamp is across E1 and C1, and we just have to trigger it right there with number 4. So what he's going to do to trigger it is go ahead and put your finger on the red positive of the battery and then touch the gate, which turns it on. Okay, now to turn it off, we just have to go ahead and press the negative, hit the gate again. That turns it off. So the gate is, according to this, pin 4. So we just look over here. It's number 4. If we were to do, this is a dual brick, so it's got 2 IGBTs in it. If we were testing the other one, we would have to go E2 to C2, and we'd have to use terminal 6 for the gate, which is that one. So that's the battery test. Basically, you've tested the gate, you know it's not blown open or shorted, and then you've also tested that it actually does give you current. It passes current through it. If it passes that test, it's almost certainly good. What we're going to do next is a meter test, which is useful if you can't pull it out of the circuit. This is an elevator drive, a bad failed drive that I was able to pull out just for this demonstration, actually to rob the heat sink. But normally, if you were to test the elevator, you would just do a meter test because you wouldn't be able to isolate everything like this. And that's what we're going to do next. Now the way we triggered that is we used our finger, but you can use a jumper. Just put a resistor on it, and then you can see that it'll still turn it on. You still turn it off. So either or, you could use a jumper with a resistor or your finger. If you're going to build a tester, you're going to want a resistor in there and just a switch. Before we do the meter test, we're going to use a power supply. One note is this is a 12 volt battery. This 6 volt battery wouldn't do it. You need more voltage than that to activate these bricks. Obviously they're using high voltage circuits, but to test them you're going to need a little more than 6 volts. I believe it's about 10 volts, but we'll plug up the power supply and find out for sure. Okay, we'll go ahead and turn this up to 6 volts just to see that it actually won't work. I think between 8 and 10 is what we're going to need. Alright, so go ahead. Let's touch this to positive, see what happens. Alright, nothing. So it doesn't turn on. Alright, we're going to take it up. Let's see what we get at. There's 9. Let's see what we get. Alright, so 9 turns it on and off. Let's turn it down a little bit. 8. Okay, 8 will do it. So you could probably get away with a 9 volt battery. We were actually going to put 2 of them in series for 18 volts and make a little small handheld tester, but it looks like we could get away. 8 seems to do it pretty regular, so I think we can get away with 9 volts pretty safely. Go ahead and do it with your finger this time. Take the jumper off. Touch positive and then touch 4. No? Yeah, see, it's not coming on very good. Your body's got a lot more resistance than that. I think that resistor was 1,000 ohms. Dry, you should be about 20,000 ohms. Let's try that again. We'll turn it up, though. Alright, try it now, right? Yeah, see, that's a lot brighter. Go ahead and turn it back off. Alright, so 9 volts is a little sketchy when you use your finger, but if you're going to use the battery in a tester, you're not going to use your finger. You're going to have a switch and a resistor, so I think it'll work fine. We'll find out. We'll probably build one in a little bit.